Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Retrospective Dave. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Guided Laces. And today's video features the Air Jordan 1 OG High in the Mocha colorway. Leading up to its release in October of 2020, the Air Jordan 1 Mocha generated a great deal of hype due to its similarities to the highly coveted Travis Scott Air Jordan 1. Though the resale price isn't as high compared to the going rate of a Travis Scott 1, Mochas sell anywhere between $400 and $500 depending on the size. That's a lot of money to spend on a sneaker, especially in a market that's flooded with replicas. So if you pay resale for this sneaker with the hopes of buying an authentic pair, then this video is for you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get into the shoe. Alright guys, so the first thing I want you to direct your attention to is the tongue tab that's on the left shoe. This is the back of the tongue tab. So if you take your finger or some tweezers and you peel this bottom half back, then you will see that there is a serial number that's right underneath. Now some of you may not be able to see it if you do have it because it's stitched too far down for some of you, so you can't pull it back, but I do recommend grabbing some tweezers or something. This is a serial number. This is something that we've also seen on the Travis Scott one as well. I'm trying to get it in focus a little bit more so you can see it, but it is also on the other shoe as well. Again, if your tongue tab is stitched too far down, you may not be able to see it that well, but there should be some serial numbers underneath the tongue tab. All right, folks, here's a shot of the midsole. I thought this would be interesting to point out. So if you notice the repeated patterns on this midsole, it's the same on the other shoe as well. So everything that I'm pointing out is the same on the other shoe. But please take your shoe and compare your midsole to the one that you see on screen. You should be able to see it with the naked eye, but this is definitely intentional pattern that's laid out on both shoes, so pay attention to that as well. All right, here's a shot of the trademark that's on the bottom of the shoe. This is usually a red flag, so like if your R sits inside of the circle and it doesn't touch the inside of the circle, that's usually a red flag. I'm not gonna say that's the case for every shoe. For most Jordan 1s, the font of the R is pretty big and it sits inside of the circle just right and it touches the inside of the circle, so keep that in mind too. All right, so contrary to the trademarks that are found on the bottom of the sole, these trademarks are a lot smaller, or I'm sorry, the R is a lot smaller, so it sits inside of the circle and it does not touch the circle at all. So that's just a difference between the tongue tab trademarks and the sole's trademarks. All right, folks, the next thing I want you to direct your attention to is this little foam area right here. So if you're unsure of what part I'm looking at, it's between the tongue and the outside of the shoe. It's right there where the laces go. It's like a mocha grayish color, so it definitely matches the outside or the back panel of the shoe. And it's like that on the other shoe as well. So I'm not saying that this is a definitive thing, like, oh, if your shoe doesn't have this color, then it's fake. But I'm just curious to see if your pair has this as well, because both of my shoes do. So just let me know down in the comment section if your shoe looks like this. All right, here's a shot at the sizing tag. There's really nothing much to say about the sizing tag itself other than look for the font size differences, because I know some of the fake ones have weird font sizes going on. Some of them are inconsistent. But I usually just like to give you a shot of this to, you know, just for your comparison. As far as the production dates go, my pair was produced on May 12th to July 3rd, and it's the same on the other shoe as well. So don't give too much energy to the production dates because yours may vary, because not every shoe was made on the same day or in the same time frame, but they should be somewhere in the same ballpark, like in May to either July or August. All right, here's a shot of the Nike branding that is found on the insole. So again, if you notice the trademarks here, the font of the R's are a lot smaller and they sit inside of the circle, but they do not touch the insides of the circle. Also keep in mind that the texture of this branding right here is very soft and is superficial on the insole. So it's not embossed, meaning that it's not pressed down into the insole. It's very soft, so it can come off pretty easily. So if you do want to preserve this, I would recommend putting some type of tape over it so that your foot won't rub this part away. If you're curious to know what the inside of the shoe looks like without the insoles in them, it has that foam-like bedding. You have two threads in there. You have the sail threading and you have the black threading, and it is taped down. Nothing special going on, but if you were curious to see or to know what was underneath the insole, that's how the shoe looks without the insoles in it. Okay, so here's something that I want to point out. You may not be able to see this on camera, but you'll definitely be able to see it in person. The black toe area and the Nike swoosh, they look the same, but they're not. And the reason why I say that is because the black toe area has more of a rich look to it compared to the Nike swoosh. It's not too glossy, but it has a bit of a shine to it on the toe box. But on the Nike swoosh, it's very flat, so it's not as rich looking as the toe box. So keep that in mind when you're inspecting your shoes. All right, folks, and last but not least, I just want to take a look at the box. So when you open up the box, you will have your quality control stamp over here. You will have the molding sticker or the molding prevention sticker there. The wrapping or the paper, it has two different textures on it, as always. It's got a smooth surface on the back and a rough surface on the other side. So I don't know which one is the front or the back, but it's smooth on one side and it's rough on the other. On the bottom of the box, you will have one sticker. I guess depending on where you order the shoes from, like if they come from a different country, you might have extra stickers going on the bottom of the box. So just let me know if that throws you off or whatever. Just send me a message, but that's common to see extra stickers on the bottom of the box if it came from a certain country. But my pair has only one sticker. This pair came from Sneakers, by the way, and it just has one sticker on the bottom of the box. All right, folks, and last but not least, here is a shot of the box label, which is pretty similar to the sizing tag on the inside of the shoe. Usually I just show this part just for your comparison, you know, just to compare the font sizes and stuff like that and the placement of the numbers and stuff. So nothing too special. Style code is 555-088-105. Sail black, dark mocha black. And that is pretty much it. All right, folks, and that'll do it for today's video on the Air Jordan 1 Mocha. I hope you found this video helpful to you. Please keep in mind that this is only a guide to authenticity. So by no means anything that I pointed out in this video about this particular sneaker is the end-all be-all when it comes to authenticating this particular pair. If you have any questions regarding your pair, please feel free to leave a comment down below, or you can reach me on Instagram at retrospectivedave. Until then, stay fresh, blessed, free of stress. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.